Garbage.
Can't do it. We'll do it live.
We're going outside!
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Same day delivery!
Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world!
I'll just read the chat and wrap it up. I'll just read the chat and wrap it up. I'm a Red Panther.
Welcome your host, Maddie Two Shoes.
Nice try, Steffi. But that garbage played in the background and you didn't hear it. Sir, your illegal colors are showing. But I did. Actually, on that scene, it was not monitoring, so I don't think I heard it, actually. I know it played, but I didn't hear it. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of the Data Cafe. Congratulations, White Panther, on being first for once. That's very unusual. In your face, sir. And congratulations to Steffi for being not first. Yost said, I was afraid you were going to talk about TikTok. I reinstalled TikTok just out of spite over the story. Yes, it is one of the items on today's news loop. But we have things to get to first. Apparently, I'm supposed to talk about the surprise first. I don't think I can do that, White Panther. First video I got was from White Panther just now. Oh, very good. Like and subscribe. My illegal colors are indeed showing. If you would like to claim a color, then you can always do so by going to color box and choosing an unclaimed color and coming back here and using the channel point redemption to, you know, claim color. To be fair, I don't give TikTok access to my contact list or allow the iOS tracking feature. That's funny, Yoast. I want to see how far the privacy hole goes, and we are definitely going to see that today, because we are going to see, Yoast, if you get uncomfortable with this level of TikTokery. But first, hello Jay Walter, welcome to the stream as well, so nice to see you. What else did I miss? JavaScript hates me and I'm giving up for the day. I'm going to go stand in front of the big nearby Tesco and yell my passwords to random people passing by. Would you just randomly yell Hunter 2 to people who are passing by the supermarket? Seems odd. Seems an odd decision. But okay, I mean, I can respect that if that's what you want to do. Yes, so that's exactly where the source comes from, Steffi. It's okay. No, it's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. That is where the news comes from, but of course we will cover the news. We will cover the news ourselves. It's a great thing that he went into. So, welcome in, Jay Walter. Good drop. Let's drop. So yesterday I was streaming and now I'm streaming again today. It's a bit of an odd thing, to be honest. It's a bit strange to be already streaming again. But yeah, it was cool yesterday, the co-working stream. I might do more of those. Let me know if you enjoyed it yesterday, if you were watching. I thought it was pretty productive. I mean, I tend to work Pomo style anyway and not take any breaks. Wait, are those still Pomos then? I'm not sure. The article was the first time you used the middle finger emoji in work Slack. Ooh. Saucy. It was nice. What does that mean, Yoast? You know that nice is one of those English words that's it's very generic, so I don't know if you're saying like nice, or if you mean it was nice, or if you mean it was nice, because all three of those things are a bit different. Anyhow, so I might do more of those. Might do more of those co-working streams when I've got some of those work blocks that I can pop up a stream, and then no calls obviously, because I use my OBS setup for calls, and so I can't stream and have calls at the same time. Howdy, I was gonna raid you but hit your starting scene and was so hungry I couldn't wait. Oh, Alan, that's okay. You don't need to apologize for not raiding. Food is very enjoyable. It means my wife told me to compliment people more and seem like a human and less like a robot. It was enjoyable. Bleep bloop. Beep boop bop. Please compliment people more so you seem more human like. That was a Mark Zuckerberg impression. In case you didn't recognize the... Hold on, wait. Maybe I can do it. Isn't that how he drinks water? There's this whole thing about analyzing how he drinks water. Seeing as he's not our boss here on Twitch, we can make fun of him. We can't make fun of the other one, the other guy, because he's our boss, technically, I think. Is that how it works, chat? I'm not actually sure. Yeah. That guy.
Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world.
I don't know anymore if he is, actually. He used to be. I don't know if he still is. Nope, we're more like independent contractors. Ah, interesting. Also, this is a total VIP chat. Isn't this like scaring people off? This must be scaring off new viewers. They come in here and they just see everyone in chat as a VIP and they're like, no, that's not for me. Oh, speak of the devil, Ian, another VIP. Welcome in, Ian. Nice to see you. Only if they pay like 50% of a full salary. Wait, what? Oh yeah, independent contractor. True. Yeah, so we don't count as independent contractors because we don't get paid properly. Look, all this free content. Free content for everyone, and no one's getting paid for it. I'd say it's live golf. Live golf. Can my bot via VIP? I don't have an
You committed his rating with a party of 5.
I don't have an answer to that, Alan. Wow, that is.
Oh shit! Denver's here. Wow. Oh shit.
Maddles, welcome in. Welcome in, Maddles. Thanks for the raid, friend. Good to see you. What were you working on today? What were you working on today? Oh, now we're gonna get another clip, actually.
I embarrass myself every stream, either by saying something or waving my hand. The son of a... Goddamn son of... That.
Oh, Ophelia! Another VIP! Welcome! Welcome back to the stream, Ophelia. It's been a while. It's been a while. I think you've been lurking for a bit. It's very nice to see you. Glad you're here. Maddie has been hinting at super VIPs rolling out soon for ages. The bot should be at least VIP. Yeah, you know, Alan, it wasn't a thing about throwing me. It's just the oddity of the question. And you're exactly the type of person to ask this type of question. Can my bot be a VIP? You know, I'm a VIP. Does it inherit to my bot? You know, it's like I'm a duke, so does my son also get knighted? You know, that kind of thing. So I didn't really know how to answer that because we haven't covered lineage in the VIP rules yet. But speaking of super VIP, so I'll tell you all a little bit of a secret. I'll stop the music to tell you a little secret. Yoast is not entirely wrong about super VIP. What Yoast is saying is that Maddie is going to be working on redoing his entire stream setup, and as part of that entire redoing the stream setup, there probably will be a list, like a CSV file or something, on his local machine of people that are effectively super VIP because they can do things that normal VIPs can't do. Welcome in, Rugmat. Maddles, hope you had a good stream, by the way. But I will talk more about that some other time. I might even do a stream breaking down my entire streaming concept idea. As an agile Kanban board, you know? I think that's what that's probably what I'll end up streaming. I'll probably take Twitch Studio. Oh no, I could stream the concept first. I could stream the concept first using OBS. Yeah, I could stream the entire concept in Miro first to explain what I want to achieve. That could be fun. Who said learning a new language at the end of the day was a good idea? I believe that was you, Mike. I think you said that. Chat, back me up on this one. UK said learning a language at the end of the day was a good idea, right? There's probably a clip around too of it. So welcome to everyone in chat. Everyone is a VIP. So it's VIP chat today, which is pretty funny. We are back. It is Friday. I hope all of you have had a wonderful week. My week has been all over the place, chat. Literally. This week has been the definition of a roller coaster. Wanted to stream on Monday. Had to cancel stream. Sorry about that. Wanted to stream on Wednesday. Didn't manage to do that. That didn't work. I managed to stream yesterday, which is pretty good.
I don't know what's going on in my
I'm stubborn and I refuse to cave. So yeah, it's been interesting. Thank you whoever clipped, by the way. I appreciate that. Clipping is always welcome. A clip, 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 and a clap. And then you've got your Twitch clip. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, we have received another fiddle, my friends. This time from Irish Beats. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, Beats. I remember this. Wow. I remember this very clearly. I got rickrolled.
Amazing. Amazing.
In a code pen.
I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm still going to admit I can't write a line of Python, but I can just about read it. And
I made a playlist for hiking this summer. It has music from the Peanuts, the Cranberries, and Eminem.
VM for use within.
I call it my trail
for
mix.
use within an AWS jam that we are running as logs.io.
Sorry, I gotta stop that one. I'm sorry. I made a playlist for hiking this summer. It has music from the Peanuts, the Cranberries, and Eminem. I call it my trail mix. Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic, Finite. Welcome to the stream, Finite.
Throwback just happens from time to time. So there we go. And oh my gosh. Now, once again, I'm back in the olden days. We already talked about how computers were like the size of a room back when I started.
This is actually a real throwback now.
We had little pieces of paper that we had to take the hole puncher and punch holes in it. No, actually, we had a machine that did that for us. But that's because I'm one of the younger.
This is back when you had a beard. It's totally a throwback.
Back in the time before me, they actually had a single hole puncher. Okay, we're back to normal again.
It's a real throwback now because it's back in the old days when you used to have a beard. Great to see you, Finite. I hope you had a good clip, and a clap, and then you've got your Twitch clip. Oh my gosh, what is this? Matty Two Shoes Backstreet backseating. Wait, what? Oh no. Okay, let's watch this one together, chat. There's a way that we can watch this together. Watch.
Streeting? Back streets, back all right. Back seating because
I want it that way. Oh no! Wait, what?
I wish beyond all wishes.
Distract me now.
I want to
Ain't nothing but a Twitch stream.
Somebody clip that, please clip it.
Did I?
Need clip. I need Matty breaking into the singing.
Oh no.
I need that in my life. How the hell do I clip? There's gotta be an option. Give me the option to clip.
I don't remember singing. I do not. Wait, I don't remember singing that on your stream. Was that live? I don't remember this. The bot of Alan. Hey, Matty Two Shoes. I found someone in your chat who's not a VIP. Oh, you. Mr. Yan. I think he grew the beard to intimidate the Canadian geese that were attacking him. That is a solid plan. That's a solid plan. Canadian geese are vicious. Absolutely vicious. Super vicious. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Yan, and welcome, the bot of Alan. Hilarious that you're not actually a first-time chatter. So you have actually chatted here before. Oh, you were... Oh, the Discord... I remember. The Discord call. I want it that way. Canadian geese are the same as cobra chickens. Yes. That actually makes sense. So, chat, let's roll a die and find out which article comes up first. Ooh, 15. First, though, actually, Cobra Chickens is the name of my new band.
Hey, Matty, do you remember the joke I told about my spine? It was about a week back.
No! Not again! What's up? About a week back. That's great. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god. Finite, that is so funny. Oh, I don't know where you all dig these up, but they are great. And Karen saying them with this Australian accent is just so glorious. I don't know. There's something about it that really tickles me the right way. Chat. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, first things first, chat. Meme of the day. And I know Rugbat knows the command. Does anyone else know the command?
When I was first starting to code, it felt really weird that I could just write code. Like, I could just define a variable.
Not funny. Better clip hygiene, Panther. You could define any variable name you ever wanted. So you thought all the variables should be named var. I actually thought that too. But we've seen it before. We need funnier clips.
Meow, 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 passport and registration, meow.
How many beers are you into building, Mike? So, meme of the day, chat. This one is topical because this is a fresh
The other day,
meme.
Mini Singularity asked me, since the Aurora Borealis are so big, does that mean they weigh a lot? I replied, no, the Aurora are pretty light.
Oh, finite. It's funny when Karen reads it as Mini Singularity, because it's like she knows who Mini Singularity is. Sorry I had to stop the shout out, Steffi. It collided with Karen, and I can't stop Karen. She's unstoppable. So unfortunately I had to do that. So meme of the day. This one is super topical because, chat, you know what's amazing about this? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh no. No.
I'm not actually Karen. I am Mrs. Singularity.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean you're Mrs. Singularity? Classic Karen. This is a topical meme, chat. This meme is going around at the moment. At least the image, the meme I created. So if you want to send it to someone,
What?
that's why she knows many.
What?
So the streamer kept talking about how left joins are the best joins, and then these other people in chat started arguing about how right join is the best join, and then this person named right join best join actually joined the chat and started saying how it's really true that right join is the, and then it cuts off. So I don't know what she continued talking about, but his expression says that he didn't want to hear any more of it. That's my takeaway from today's meme. And if you have not been here before, the reason that we talk about left join and right join is because left join is the best join. Oh, I see. Right join is the best join is here now. Aha. I see. I think it's that time again. It's that time again, chat. I think it's that time again.
Exclusive inner joins.
I think it's that time again, Karen. Exclusive inner joins. Okay. This has shown to be 100% accurate in the to the best game of Chalk Boom a couple months back. Is there such thing as a bot join? I don't think so. Welcome in, Exegete. Again, the discussion about joins. Producer? I think it's time. Well, that doesn't seem like it's correct. All right, chat. We may have revealed something before. Producer didn't reset. You didn't reset it last time, did you? I told you that you had to reset the game. Anyway. Oh, chat, you know, it's been so long since we last played this game. This one time at Join Camp, I was sitting down by the data lake. That actually fits thematically. So here's the thing, chat. We often, I mean often, always, welcome left join. we welcome, we often guess right join, let's be honest. Because people insist that right join is the best join. I mean, right join, the best join, is in chat right now. But left join is the best join is also in chat right now. So it makes things very difficult. Should ask the producer to change the answer to the correct one. Interesting. Interesting. One of these days I'm going to find out what a sequel is. It sounds delicious. Sequel is absolutely delicious. If you use the !SQL command, you will see how delicious it is. It's what comes after the prequel and the main story. Thank you, Halifax. Also, welcome to the stream. I'm stuck, chat. See, because I'm stuck in between a left and a right join. I'm stuck. But honestly, I don't really have a choice. I don't really have a choice because chat is pressuring me, so I think we're gonna go with right join again. I'm sorry, left join, but I'm being pressured a lot. Apparently there's some official game that said...
Apparently there's some official game that said, oh, it's definitely right. Team inner join, Forex. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you again. UK is also for Team Inner Join, but honestly, I'm gonna say D because
D. What did I tell you, chap? You see, this is the problem. This is the problem, chat. Every time we do this game, every time you persuade me to guess D and it's wrong. I take the D and it's not correct. Let me, just 1 second, chat. Maybe we can convince the producer to give us another round. Maybe. One more. Come on. I mean, you saw chat. You saw them. Last time, I promise. Yes. Okay. The producer has agreed that we get one more guess, chat. I'm colorblind, so D is the correct answer. Sorry, Forex. This isn't accessibility friendly, this game, I have to admit. No, D was incorrect. So there are only 3 answers left. We have a 33% chance. Honestly? Exegete, thank you for the gift sub to right join is the best join. But we saw that right join is not the best join. I think I have to see. Left join said, told you it's A. But chat, do we agree? Do we think it's A? Or could it be something like inner join? Could be inner join, right? Could totally be inner join. Could even be an outer join, right? I think we just gotta go for it, chat. A, final answer. Yes. I told you, chat. I told you. I told you. We've done this so many times. Left join is the best join. It's just the way that it is, chat. It's just the way it is. Ah. Later, it was found that game show answers were incorrectly being retrieved from the database through a left join, and the answer was actually D.
Fine, I'll say I'm sorry.
No, be sincere. Like this. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Lurk, my pizza's arriving. UK, enjoy your pizza.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
My username is not lying.
I'm sorry.
You're right, left join.
Good, that's the one.
You are not lying. Anyway, we were on the memes. We were on the memes. So basically, yeah, that's a meme. Okay, chat. Remember how I talked about how we go from worse news to better news on this segment? Well, we are starting... We're starting with a doozy. We are starting with a doozy, chat.
It's loading a bugged under the presence component and a webcam. There we go. Here we go. So it's got audio. It's got image smoothing. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It has everything we need. Oh my. Oh god, dude. Oh!
You can't use that one, UK.
Oh, I hate you.
Only I can stop the shout out.
So much hate right now.
Only I have the power to stop the shout outs. Sound like Thor. So, listen, chat.
I feel great on Saturdays and Sundays, but feel terrible on all of the other days. I suspect I may have a weakened immune system.
Oh, Karen. An autoimmune disease? That's awful. That sounds terrible, Karen. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, and I do not stop them unless they are covering Karen, so bad timing, or they are truly bad clips, like someone swearing outright and things like that. Because we try and keep things relatively clean here. I don't think I've set the channel to mature, so I try and avoid the swearing because it's bannable offense. So Yoast, this is a test of your resilience. Yoast is a valued member of chat and our community. You can also join our community on Discord if you're not already there. The title of Monday's stream is going to be Can we measure love? No! Oh, wow. Great timing. I think that might have even been you, Exegete. I don't remember. Can we measure she? So Yoast, this will be a test of your resilience because Yoast is very famous in my chat for talking about being very open about data privacy. And to be fair, I'm also outside listening on audio, so not harder to type. Oh, it was you, Steffi. Amazing. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Not trying to discredit you at all. Sorry about that. So, Yoast, you have a very laissez-faire attitude towards data privacy, which is fine. Everybody has their own opinion. But I am curious about your reaction to this piece of information. And chat, I'm also curious as to your interpretation and reaction to this piece of information. This is as fresh as it gets. This came out yesterday. TikTok's in-app browser includes code that can monitor your keystrokes. Thank you for linking, Forex. We had the link earlier. All of the links will be covered in my Patreon recap, which is completely for free. you can go to Patreon, you can drop me a follow, and you can be notified of when I post stream recaps after the streams, which includes all of the links that we covered on stream, as well as like a blurb about what the article is about, and also funny stuff. It's not even a data privacy issue. It's about how we're so entrenched about our belief that everything tech companies is bad that we elusive anything to the extreme. Okay, it's harder to type on mobile, but I still don't understand what you mean. The point is that this has to do with keyword can, and it only applies to their in-app browser. I never once used their in-app. I see. Okay. So yes, I understand your point, Yost. I see what you mean. So the problem is that you haven't used their in-app browser, but many millions of people who use this app every day, they have something like 1 billion daily users or something, or 1 billion downloads. Many of those people are not educated in online privacy or in tech in general, and they do use the in-app browser. And if it includes code that can monitor their keystrokes, such as passwords, this is no longer a privacy issue, this is a legal issue. Okay? So, very interesting is that the researcher also looked at browsers like Instagram and Facebook Messenger. Sorry, Pixel Plush does that, which don't appear to track as much as TikTok, but they also measure things, okay? Now, the reason that this works is because the in-app browser is part of the app itself and not part of iOS. Okay? This was an active choice the company made, said Felix Krause, a software researcher based in Vienna, who published a report on his findings Thursday. This is a non-trivial engineering task. This does not happen by mistake or randomly. Krause is the founder of Fastlane, a service for testing and deploying apps, which Google acquired 5 years ago. TikTok strongly pushed back at the idea that it's tracking users in its in-app browser. The company confirmed those features exist in the code, but said TikTok is not using them. Sure, it's in the code, but you don't use it. Just like people firmly believing that the Facebook app is always listening to them. Not if it's the SDK that's including the code and the code is never called from their in-app browser. Okay, two separate things. Yeah, no, it still hasn't been proven that the Facebook app is listening to them. I do have a very interesting anecdote about that, which I'll come back to in a moment. Someone remind me about that. I want to share about that in a second. Not if it's the SDK that's including the code and the code is never called from their in-app browser. Yeah, the technical parts of this you can go read on Krause's report, but it's a problem. Finite says, my 2 cents, we are constantly giving up privacy for some value from tech companies. This isn't necessarily an issue. The problem is that there is zero visibility on both what, as consumers, are giving up and what data is being taken, and any kind of value on what that data is. It's a one-way exchange. I'm perfectly willing to give up some privacy for perceived value as long as I know what the exchange is. Exactly, Finite. You hit the nail on the head with that one. Most people do not understand the value exchange. So how can you agree to a value exchange if you don't understand what you're getting in return, right? Forex says from a security perspective, the trick here is that if the app wanted to measure directly, it might not work thanks to Apple ITP. But if they embed the code in the internal browser's display page, they bypass the security restrictions. Exactly, Forex. And that is why this sentence is literal garbage. The company confirmed those features exist in the code, but said TikTok is not using them. Why would a multi-billion-dollar company include code in their application, which has a performance perspective on it, it's JavaScript after all, and not use it? It simply doesn't make any sense, okay? JavaScript code is part of a third-party software development kit. Set of tools used to SDK include features the app does not use. The TikTok did not answer questions about the SDK or what third party makes it. Generally speaking, when people say, like when they don't want to reveal these pieces of information, it's generally not a good thing in my experience. Well, you understand what you're getting, like a nice free email account like Gmail. However, you don't know what you're giving up, nor the value you are handing over. Exactly, Finite. Exactly. Alan wouldn't be surprised if they keep the tracking off most of the time. Logging keystrokes turns into a non-trivial amount of storage for their size user base, but they said they aren't using them, not that they haven't or they won't. Important distinction. That's very true. Not using it also doesn't mean that it's not running currently. It's a very sort of... It's an easy way to weasel out of the question. So here's the thing, and this is the crux of everything. While Krause's research reveals the code companies including TikTok and Facebook parent Meta are injecting into websites from their in-app browsers, the research does not show that these companies are actually using that code to collect data, send it to their servers, or share it with third parties. So the way that Krause analyzed this, it's not possible to know if they're actually using it or not. Technically accurate is the best type of join. Technically accurate is the best accuracy. So the tool doesn't reveal if any activity is tied to the user's identity or profile, etc. Even though Krause was able to identify a few specific examples of what the apps can track, like TikTok's ability to monitor keystrokes, he said his list isn't exhaustive and the companies could be monitoring more. Obviously, he's also just securing himself against, you know, saying that it's a definitive list, right? So this is very interesting. Counterpoint: any web page that has a command bar or other keyboard shortcut to open search, like Algolia, captures keystrokes. Yes, Yoast. So you have to understand, so I guess what it comes down to is capturing keystrokes part of the functionality? Is capturing keystrokes on TikTok part of the inherent functionality of the app? Well, in a lot of places, you're typing into something, but just because we use a keyboard to type into something all over the internet doesn't mean all of the websites are tracking our keystrokes, right?
How do you tell a female ant from a male ant? You don't need to, they're all female. If they were male, they'd be uncle.
Thank you for that very, very informative fact, Karen. Thank you very much. There's always the question of not being able to turn those features on depending on the importance of the person being monitored. You don't need to track a farmer, but you do track a senator. It's true, Forex. It could be selective as well. I mean, they probably know to some extent who is using the app, although from the research that Krause did, I'm pretty sure that they didn't know who Krause was, because Krause accessed the TikTok app in a way that's fairly generic, like fresh device, etc. So what's interesting is that overall, Krause was focusing on the whole in-app browser thing to begin with and discussing security vulnerabilities. He also released a tool that lets people check if the browser that you're using injects any new code while you're running the web page. It's very interesting. I think there are naive engineers who implement stuff that they think is benign and bad management structures where that stuff doesn't get caught. I agree that that's probably why this is in there, and TikTok is just publicly saying that they don't use it, even though there's probably a team somewhere that does use it. Even if it's not active and being run on all TikTok accounts, it's definitely the case. The tool is totally safe to use, by the way. There's no way it could possibly be data capture itself. That would be super meta if he built a tool. Yeah. So for his new research, Krause tested 7 iPhone apps that use in-app browsers: TikTok, Facebook, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, Snapchat, Amazon, and Robinhood. He did not test the versions for Android. This is a very important point. Those of you with Android, this is untested. Of the 7 apps that he tested, TikTok is the only one that appears to monitor keystrokes. which is very concerning for me. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook both track every tap on a website. Those two apps also monitor when people highlight text on websites. Oh, I'm highlighting right now. I'm being tracked. Oh, I'm being tracked. Ooh. My concern with TikTok is the connection to the Chinese government. It makes this sort of potential keylogging significantly more concerning, which goes back to the you wouldn't monitor a farmer, but you would monitor a senator. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. Oracle is now monitoring TikTok as part of this whole security agreement thing. We've talked about it before on stream. Anyhow, there are some things that are pretty bad. Let me just go back to here. Blah, 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 blah. This thing here. So for example, the in-app browser isn't nearly as prevalent on TikTok as it is on Instagram. TikTok doesn't allow users to click on links in direct messages. So the in-app browser comes up usually when people click on ads or links on a creator's or brand's profile. So you know, they are also protecting people to some extent, right? I will say that having an in-app browser that doesn't let you open a URL in the default browser is a very bad move. Yes, and that's what Instagram does, is Instagram doesn't let you open links in your default browser at all. I think that's mentioned here in the article as well. That's why I don't let it get to my address book, because I actually travel to China. Yes. Where was the thing here? Yeah, browser tracking research comes as TikTok, owned by Chinese parent company ByteDance, faces intense scrutiny over the bounds of its potential surveillance. Questions about its ties to the Chinese government. In June, BuzzFeed News reported that US user data had been repeatedly accessed from China. The company has also been working to move some US user information stateside to be stored at a data center managed by Oracle. That was what I was mentioning before. Project Texas. But the potential tracking could also compromise privacy related to elections. TikTok on Wednesday, so this is one day before the research came out, announced its efforts in election integrity ahead of the midterms in the US. It's my wife, she's my handler. But, okay, Yost, makes sense. Similarly, TikTok was stealing the contents of the copy-paste clipboard. Plus, thanks to iOS feature of sharing clipboard contents between Mac and iPhone, they got to the clipboard contents between multiple devices. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. So they created this thing called the Election Center, which connects people to authoritative information from reliable sources, including the National Association of Secretaries of State and Ballotpedia, which I've never heard of before. So yeah, I'm deeply concerned around this, because this announcement from them is literally one day before this research came out that they can log keystrokes and capture the keystrokes. For any action that requires a user to share information such as registering to vote, users will be directed away from TikTok. This is very important. Away from TikTok onto a website for the state or relevant nonprofit in order to carry out that process. TikTok will not have access to any of that off-platform data activity. That's simply not true, because TikTok will likely use its in-app browser to open those websites, which means they do have access to that. Krause's tool suggests TikTok could have access to that information, potentially letting company track someone's address, age, and political party. And that's concerning. This is no longer a privacy problem. This is a political problem and a legal problem. Off to pick up Finite Jr. after his wilderness trip. Have a great rest of your stream. Thank you, Finite. Sorry, I have something in my eye. Yeah, garbage in my eye. Great to see you, Dr. Dynamite. Welcome in. Sorry. Oh, awful. Very concerning. Very, very concerning. So this is, overall, this is pretty concerning news. Some privacy experts also balk at the type of keystroke monitoring that TikTok appears to be capable of doing. Very sneaky. The assumption that your data is being pre-read before you even submit it. I think that crosses a line. Do you think that crosses a line, chat? I think that crosses a line. Oh, Dr. Dynamite, 9516. Very impressive. Very impressive. Krause said he would like to see the industry move away from in-app browsers, instead using browsers like Safari or Chrome, which people usually have set as default browsers on their phone. Apple did not respond to a request for comment asking if the company would crack down on in-app browsers, requiring apps to instead use a device's default browser. Mike is being sneaky in the bushes. Oh my gosh, that's true. That's true. Mikey being sneaky in there. That's hilarious. Yeah. Both TikTok and Meta offer the option for you to open links in Safari or your phone's default browser, but only after the apps take you to their in-app browser first. Yeah. The default option is also behind a menu screen in both TikTok and Instagram, already 2 out of the way for many users who don't even know the option exists. I think any use pretending can be useful for legit things, like looking to see if people compose tweets with negative sentiment and then decide not to post them. Interesting. But should they have access to that in the first place, Joost? That's the problem. The information that you're typing that you haven't submitted yet. If you haven't submitted something, have you even consented to the terms? You know, is it part of the terms and conditions that someone can read things that you compose but haven't decided to submit to the website? You're typing in a form. If you're typing in a form and the website reads the contents of that form before you've submitted, it's very problematic. For me, very problematic. But what is not problematic for me is moving to our next item so that we can swiftly move, because there will be a surprise at the end of the stream. I have something very interesting to do with all of you. This is the second item on the agenda for today, and it is hilarious, chat.
We're going outside!
We are not going outside. That is not the surprise.
Garbage.
I'm very sorry. This news article blew my mind, chat. The app already knows it. It's running code you wrote, whether it happens at a low level in a UI component or higher up. That's very true, Joost. But you have to separate functionality of something compared to
Can't do it.
collecting data about something.
We'll do it live.
Live surfing.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
We're going outside!
Another powerful reason for insisting on Intel Inside.
Sudlo, thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying all the memes. Yesterday's history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, which is why we call it the present. I don't know why I dabbed for that. I guess you could see if you could send text in this internal browser. Tiananmen Square Massacre 1989. That would be a very interesting experiment, Forex. Sudlo, welcome to the stream. And as you are a new chatter,
and Secretary Cardona and Mayor Bowser,
you have been welcomed.
You know, thank you for joining us as well.
Hi.
And for families across the country.
Sorry. Hi. I hope you are enjoying the stream. Where are you from, Sudlo? And what's your favorite food? Nobody answers this question. Twitch doesn't do a good job of promoting my introductory question to people. I know it's not data, but imagine trying to debug that. Debug what? What would we try and debug? Heading into an area with bad cell coverage, scouting for ice cream. Yoast, typical Friday night plans. Scouting for ice cream. Oh, right join is the best join. You have redeemed an ad. Oh, what you have on the screen? Oh, yeah. Dino, this is an incredible article. But first, we have an ad. We have an ad slot. Thank you, my friend. I'm from India. Great to see you, Sudlo. Welcome. That's very nice to have you. It's quite late for you. 3:30, just half past midnight, I believe, something like that. I like rice and lamb curry. Ooh, that sounds very nice. I have an ad. Oh, 1:30. My bad. Okay, I guess we're gonna roll the ad, chat. Has it ever occurred to you that you've seen a streamer sitting at their desk, live streaming on a Friday night on Twitch, and that streamer has no idea what they're doing? They're sitting there, their head in their hands, fretting and wondering what they should do next with their chat, because they don't know. They have no idea how to stream because they don't understand what's going on in their stream. Well, luckily for you, that streamer now has access to justinnumbers.com.
And of course, it was a given that someone was going to mess up my ad, which was so perfectly rehearsed and timed, and yet now everything is completely screwed up. But I am still a big brain streamer, so I can take this extra time to keep talking over what is happening here, and eventually the effect will fade, and it will go back to normal, and I can continue doing the normal ad segment
and tell you all about what justinnumbers.com actually is. It's a beautiful piece of software that is not finished yet, but when it's done, it's gonna be amazing. But you can go to justinnumbers.com today and get your free copy for just one low price of free money. That's right. So go to justinnumbers.com today, and I hope to see you there in my channel analytics. Oh, chat, you always do your best. You always do your best. You always do your best. It looks like you're trying to record an ad. Would you like to open Excel?
Just the eyes wiggle a little, like this.
Clippy. Can I replay that? Let me see if I can replay that.
What is this? It's Microsoft Excel.
Oh, I don't know, Exegete. Yeah, here. Oh, I went into the VOD. I went into the VOD. I'm watching a VOD of a VOD. I don't know where it is, Exegete.
Oh my days.
But anyway, this is like some basic chart. It's not that important. But I don't know where it is. I don't know if I can replay it.
Why aren't you doing this? I think you should use this. Blah, 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 blah. Backseating.
Show me what you got.
Well, Steffi, did you pay for the ad? Did you pay for the ad? Because it says, right join is the best join. Paid for the ad.
Yes.
So just saying.
Need to render the webcam. Well, the webcam. Angles are important.
Oh, wow.
Garbage.
That was
Steffi
the
paid
best
for it
phrase
to
I
be
could
messed
pull
up.
for that. So if you didn't capture that, you're missing out on.
Yeah, because you messed it up, Steffi. It says you did.
Face 1000. Okay, so we're gonna do. Oh, for God's
chat.
sake, what the hell's happened? I look away for a second to actually do some reading and work, and then I come back to.
T. Drayson, welcome to chat. I think we'll cool it a bit with the shoutouts. Oh, Dr. Dynamite again! What? 9560 again in the middle with Mike's face. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. How did you do that? That's so cool. That's amazing. That's so cool. Honestly, that's really cool. I'm very impressed. Ah, well, chat, after that meme-a-thon, Mike indeed does have the power. Chat, this article. I don't know what to tell you, but
Another powerful reason for insisting on Intel Inside.
this article, I don't even know where to start with this. If you run a hard drive that runs at 5400 RPM, you should be very concerned if you play a Janet Jackson song. I know it's very specific, but it's funny. So, this problem has even been assigned an official CVE. A CVE is basically when there is a vulnerability in a system. National Vulnerability Database, kind of. Mission of CVE program is to identify, define, and catalog publicly disclosed cybersecurity vulnerabilities. This has been declared a cybersecurity vulnerability. Well, I'd crash too if I had to listen to pop music. If you want to start with it, probably start by closing Memebox. Speaking of Memebox, if you're interested. Thank you, Pixel Plush, for blackening my screen briefly. If you want to check out Memebox, that's pretty amazing software.
Do it live! Do it
So-
live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
It's a very short article, chat.
Another powerful reason for insisting on Intel Inside.
I think that's the incorrect noob exegete. I do not think that is the correct noob. So this is a very short article. This is very interesting. According to Chen, it was originally discovered by a major computer manufacturer.
Here now something that we can use.
Hello,
let's copy the
noob.
example script.
There he
Let's
is.
Let's add it to the documentation.
Double
Then
underscores.
we have something that we can use.
Yep. Double underscores it is, indeed. The specific hard drive model at issue from an unnamed manufacturer would crash because Rhythm Nation used some of the same, and get this, chat, natural resonant frequencies. Like that. Exactly like that. That's exactly what was happening to the hard drive. Like in The Mask. So this insane. Janet Jackson's song uses some of the natural resonant frequencies in a very specific type of hard drive that runs at 5400 RPM. So anyone trying to independently recreate this problem will face several obstacles, including the age of the laptops involved, total lack of specificity about the hard drives or computer models. So it's obscure, but it's obscure enough to include in the data cafe as funny enough, because ultimately, what is music but data flowing through your machine? So effectively, data can cause your hard drive to fail. Interesting. Anyway, and while some Windows XP era laptop hard drives may still be kicking out there somewhere after almost 2 decades, it's more than likely that most of them have died of natural causes. So it's not an issue anymore, but it is funny. Specifically, does that make Rhythm Nation the PC brown note? Well, Exegete, my answer to that would be if your PC shits the bed, then yes. Not effectively if it's analog music. Okay, that's very true. However, this is the takeaway for us. Sound frequencies can interfere with the operation of spinning hard drives, as demonstrated in this popular old YouTube video of a man increasing disk latency and hurting performance by screaming at a server rack. I think we have to see this video, chat. I feel like we have to see this video. Okay, content warning, chat. He's gonna scream. Just FYI.
Hi, I'm Brendan. We're here in the Fishworks lab. Sorry for screaming. It's very loud in here with the air conditioners and servers all around me. We just made an interesting discovery, and we thought we'd show you straight away. So over here I'm measuring disk I/O operations broken down by latency. I've also drilled down to disk I/O operations taking at least 520 milliseconds broken down by disk. This is using dtrace so I can do performance analysis of disks. I'm applying a write workload to 2 JBODs, which are over here. The lights are blinking on these JBODs because they're doing work. What I'm going to do is not recommended. This is not supported. Do not try this at home.
Chat. I don't know how accurate this is. Has this video been peer reviewed? I don't know, but I'm very excited for what about to happen next. Wait, what? Okay, so if you yell at a hard drive, it has to work harder. I mean, honestly, my only answer to that is this.
I put my faith in data, information. Ones and zeros never lie.
Honestly, that's my only answer to this. So, ultimately, seems legit. Seems totally legit to me. I mean, the hard drive is data, so scream at the hard drive.
Garbage.
So even if we can't confirm firsthand that Rhythm Nation wrecks old laptops, we can definitely say that stranger things have happened. Fun. Chat, I think it's time for a short break. What do you think, chat? I think it's time for a short break. We will take a short 1-minute break. And then we'll be right back, and we're going to talk about Twilio and Signal. 2 quite large companies. Thank you for blowing my eardrums and eyeballs out with 90 million lumens, Exegete. And we will see each other in a short moment. I will also be running an ad. So that's out of the way. Be right back, chat. Get yourself something to drink.
Why? 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 Why?
Or
Fine.
If you didn't want to play,
Say,
then
I'm
why'd you come to
sorry.
the party?
no, be
Or-
sincere.
Garbage.
I'm sorry.
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 Good, that's the one.
Who's that Pokemon?
You just drop in and just smack the.
Show me what you
Drop down.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Oh boy.
You can't stream me back to my childhood.
Same day delivery.
I think
A clip,
I
clip,
am
clip, and a clap.
getting a text.
And then you've got your Twitch clip.
There it is.
Yeah, but we need to blast this virus off you, buddy.
I'll just read the chat. Read the chat and wrap it up, but just read the chat and wrap it up.
It's Mission
I'm
Impossible
a
Laser Room.
Repenta.
Oh yeah, exactly. Doon da doon 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 da doon 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 doon. Ah, I'm getting stuck.
What is this? It's Microsoft Excel.
Having fun with the memes, chat? I hope you are. Drason, you said something very interesting. So is that why people who rage while gaming break their computers more often because they are overworking the hard drives? I don't know. I don't know. Did you know that becoming a patron, you get full access to the 5 minutes before and after the meme clip for full context? Don't false advertise, Yost. Don't false advertise on my stream. But if you become a patron, I'm happy to explain the memes to you, if you like. No, by becoming a patron, you can support me financially in the best way possible, because I get the largest cut, because Twitch takes a much larger cut than Patreon does. But most importantly, you get all the benefits from all the different tiers. Okay, fine. Only you can make ads, or what? Yeah. Anyhow. So, chat. Do any of you work with Twilio? Has anyone here ever worked with Twilio before? Twilio provides a SMS services and calling services. I know that someone in the team, in the Claw team, may or may not work for Twilio. And there's kind of a big thing going around at the moment. So Dr. Dynamite, hands up in the air. I heard a frog from Texas does a few things. That's maybe possible. I owe Twilio £50 and an old invoice that I refused to pay.
Here we go. We're going to have to go ahead and give this to Sandra and have Sandra do a Twitter poll and ask, hey, would developers in the community be interested in this? And next thing you know, great idea.
I'm gonna open Slack, and I'm sure I'm gonna see all of the pings of people clipping this and throwing it into the Twilio Slack. This is what Corey and Chris have committed to.
So here's the article, chat. Let's break this down. 1900 Signal users were exposed via Twilio. So earlier this month, there was a security breach at Twilio. And apparently, at least one high-value customer, Signal, was affected. And it led to the exposure of the phone number and SMS registration codes for 1900 users. Now, I want you to remember that Signal is a privacy-first messaging service. Free app. Signal is considered to be one of the better secured of all the encrypted messaging apps. And there are 1900 users that were vulnerable because of this security breach. Signal is also a non-profit, by the way. I didn't know that. The non-profit organization said in a security note on its site that it is identified and is notifying the 1900 users directly and prompting them to re-register Signal on their devices. This is because if you use Signal, you need to verify via SMS. And a lot of people have given the company flack for that, because it is very much an attack vector, SMS verification codes. So, according to Signal, Twilio provides SMS verification services for its platform. Twilio provides messaging, call center, and two-factor authentication services, among others, to about 256,000 customers. Pretty big company. Although it said in an earlier incident report about the breach that only 125 of its customers had data accessed by malicious actors for a limited period of time. Still, this is a bit of a problem.
Why?
That's why SMS should not be used for two-factor authentication. My wife and I use Signal when she wants to talk about stuff that's not safe for WeChat. Yeah, so here's the problem. The news that Signal was one of the 125 customers has raised questions about the identity of other Twilio customers, especially as the Signal platform is very, very well known for transparency. Signal is always talking about security in their stuff. They even have a they even have an article here about how the governments keep asking Signal for information and they don't give them anything. So Signal is pretty forthcoming. What about the others though? And this is the problem. So Twilio was hit by a phishing attack. If you're not aware, that's the security breach. That was a phishing attack, so obviously phishing works. Even a company like Twilio, which is a large tech company, which is more than well aware of the dangers of the internet, still managed to be breached. Okay? Blah, blah, blah. It appears that during the window of time that the attacker had access to Twilio's customer support systems, it would have been possible for them to attempt to re-register phone numbers they had accessed, transferring the Signal account to another device under their control. So, this is what is very interesting. There was a thing here. Where was this? Signal was at pains to point out that the message history is only stored on the user's device, so Signal does not have copies of these. Contact list, profile information, and other private data can only be recovered with the user's Signal PIN, which the organization could not access. Humans will always be the weakest link in any security. That's right, Steffi. That's why we need to go full AI. No more humans at all, right? That's the solution. Anyway, so this is a pretty big deal. So there's an interesting thing here about this. Where was this? I'm trying to find this sentence. Ah, yeah, here. Intriguingly, Signal states that the attacker explicitly searched for 3 phone numbers among the 1900 that were accessed. So this is pretty interesting. Basically, there was a data breach, or there was a phishing attempt on Twilio, which was successful. They got 1900 numbers from Signal, and out of those 1900, they explicitly looked for 3 within those numbers. The update, because they asked Signal if they knew anything about this. Signal said, to respect the privacy of those specific people, we are not sharing any details about them. And what's interesting is that one of the journalists from Vice, Lorenzo Franceschi Bicchirai, I don't know how to pronounce that name, says he was one of the 3. So there's a Twitter thing here. Last week, hackers targeted 1900 Signal users, specifically going after 3 of them. I was one of those 3, and the hackers were able to take over my Signal account for 13 hours. Here's how we responded to this incident. So this is pretty significant. This is a journalist whose Signal account, which presumably was used for secure communications, was taken over for 13 hours. That's a long time. If you spoke to me on Signal on August 7th from 2:43 a.m. Eastern Time to 5:20 p.m. Eastern Time, please reach out. You were talking to someone impersonating me. I'd like to know who the impersonator spoke to and what they said. Once we build enough robots to keep the humans at bay, these problems will all go away. Yes, you're right, Yost. Exactly. So this is pretty, yeah. It's pretty, yeah, I mean, it's a problem because it's another attack vector. If you use this app, etc., then you're vulnerable to some other service that, you know, you didn't sign up to, right? You're just a Signal user. You didn't sign up to Twilio, but by nature of the fact that Signal uses that service, what is very concerning is you have Lorenzo recommends to unlink your phone number from your Signal account, or from any of your accounts for that matter, because if he hadn't done that, the attackers potentially could have targeted stuff like Gmail and iCloud, which is even more of a problem, right? So yeah, kind of a saucy one. We still don't know who the other two are from my research. We still don't know who the other two affected people are. Maybe they will come forward, maybe they won't. And what's interesting is actually Cloudflare also said that they were subject to a similar attack that Twilio was, but they have hardware security keys. And so I can only emphasize the importance of this. I also have a hardware security key that I use with my Google account. I cannot strongly recommend this enough, that you secure your primary accounts with a hardware security key. A YubiKey or similar, anything today that most of them all have the same technology anyway. Buy one and secure your accounts with a hardware token, because it means that it's essentially not bypassable. YubiKeys are amazing. As much as I'm contrarian on privacy, I have a separate SIM card that I don't use anywhere else for two-factor on all my important accounts. That's very clever, Yoast. But two-factor via SMS is still vulnerable to interception. Even if the number is only known to you, it's still stored on the network provider's side and on the side of the company that you're using to request those SMSs. So it's still vulnerable, unfortunately. I can't talk about that stuff in detail because I'm not a security expert, but if you go and look up the details on that, you'll see that basically SMS is always an attack vector. MailChimp was also, as I got an email about DigitalOcean being affected. Yeah. I think that's true. I think there was another one, DigitalOcean. Yeah, exactly. So this, yeah. I can't emphasize security enough, chat, basically. That's the gist of it, okay? So now we are going to get into 2 positive news articles, and then the surprise. And I don't know how long the surprise will take, that's why I left us enough time for it. I don't remember how long it takes. I don't actually, well, I'll get to it. We will get to it shortly. We will get to it. So, another
garbage
article. Another article. And this one I need to turn on images because it is actually about images. This game was made entirely from AI generated images. We've heard about AI so much in the Data Cafe. We've talked about crazy stuff like Denmark having an entire political party that was created by AI. We've talked about DALL-E 2 image generator or Midjourney creating art for architects. We've talked about AI doing all kinds of cool stuff. We haven't talked about AI in gaming so much. A few weeks ago, there was an article that we talked about monitoring voice chat. This is something new to me, okay? Essentially what happens is a developer has released a very short 2D shooter that they made using only AI generated art. Only, exclusively, 100% AI generated. The game itself isn't very remarkable, but shows some of the advantages and limitations of using AI to create art for a game. Now, I just want to emphasize something. Developer built the developer now_u built the title called Shun over 3 days. I don't know much about game development, to be very upfront with you. There are a lot of people on Twitch who know about game development, like Tim Baudet or Lana Lux, or I don't know any of the other game devs offhand. But I can tell you that most of them would probably say it takes more than 3 days to make a game. So this is pretty impressive. I mean, yes, it's a single level or a horizontal 2D shooter, but still, it's quite impressive. What's also funny is even the title was AI generated. Even the title, they did not come up with on their own. When the developer asked Midjourney to create a shoot 'em up logo, it generated letters appearing to spell Shoon. You need to watch Vimlark. He makes them in 3 hours. Wow. Okay, that's impressive. With all the models and everything? How is that even possible? Dino, even including all the models and stuff? No. That's crazy talk. So now built the ship models by feeding Midjourney text prompts related to Star Wars and Armored Core. The developer compared the process to playing gacha games. What are gacha games? What are gacha games? Video game that implements the gacha toy vending machine. Ah, like loot box. Oh, yeah, okay. Because they had to pull Midjourney's figurative lever multiple times until it made something usable. He only makes 2D games and often uses assets. Ah, okay, okay. The 3 most recent Call of Duty games took an average of 4 days each to make. Yost, I don't know if that's real or not. Do you have a source for that? Like, Activision spent 4 days on each of those games. Somehow... that doesn't seem likely, in my opinion. This doesn't seem very likely. You were being ironic. I figured. So one of the environment art's biggest limitations is that it's a single static image. So now you couldn't separate elements like clouds, buildings, and vegetation into foreground, middle ground, and background to create the sense of perspective, which would be common in 2D games. So that basically forced Shoon to be a horizontal shooter instead of a vertical one, which would be top down. AI generators aren't known to make images with that perspective, and it isn't clear how well they can. Another limitation of static AI images is that the character sprites can't animate. A shoot 'em up only featuring static spaceships can work around that problem, but now you also created bug-like enemies by obscuring their legs, which wouldn't move. That's very clever. But my friend and old coworker from California is a game design lead on the game. Oh, interesting. Okay. They're receiving a lot of flack at the moment for Warzone and what's the other one? Warzone. Warzone and I forget the other title. Apparently they were merged together and it's made the game like unplayable to some extent or something. So building things like textures and models can be one of the most expensive aspects of game development. AI generation probably won't replace all of it, but as it progresses, it could make certain parts easier. Yeah, I don't know, Yost. I really don't know. I stopped playing multiplayer games. Yeah, I also don't play that many. So yeah, that is very interesting. So basically, let's watch a short video here. Let's turn this down a little. I mean, it's very retro. Considering this was made entirely from AI generated images, I mean, it's pretty cool. It has a sort of, what is it, X-Force vibe to it. Yeah, R-Type. That's the one. R-Type. It's kind of cool, really. I mean, this entire game was AI generated. All the assets, all the images. That's nuts. It's clever with the bugs. It's very clever. Oh wow. think like even those messages here, even like these messages and stuff, they were also AI generated. Like the language that they used in the text. Honestly, it's pretty impressive, chat. Like, I'm not a game dev, but I think that's pretty impressive. It's pretty cool. What do you think, chat? Chat, are you asleep? Are you asleep? I can wake you up. Chat. Are you there? Yes. Thank you, Steffi. I appreciate it. No. Okay, Jay Walter. So yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty impressed. What kind of background is this? What the? How is this woo? Also, my Twitch chat bubbles thing is a bit weird. Ah, there it is. Maybe. I just ordered food made by someone locally over the internet and they're bringing it over. Have you heard of Uber Eats? I have, Yoast. I have heard of worker exploitation, which is basically the same thing. But did someone make the food at home or in a restaurant? Because I think that's more of a restaurant thing with Uber Eats. Anyway, chat. I think it is time for the last article. One second, chat. I heard something.
Why? Stop it. Get some help. Or
another powerful reason for insisting on Intel Inside.
I'm back. I have Uber Eats credit and have been meaning to try this Chinese biang biang. How do you pronounce that? Chinese biang biang? Biang biang? Biang biang? Bang bang? Noodle place. I'm front. Oh, Rogmat, you're such a lol. It was credit for being on a sales pitch call from a real-time data company. Oh, that sounds like a decent deal to me. But okay, I personally don't use Uber. I deleted the app. I deleted my account. I stopped ordering from Uber Eats. I will not use the company services anymore. It's very simple. They are trying to circumvent employee law in pretty much every country that they operate in, and I don't support a company that does that. Very simple. Good news, chat. The last article of today, before the surprise, there will be a surprise afterwards. It's going to be fun, I promise. I can't say what it is yet because it's a surprise, but I promise it will be fun. The last article of today is a feel-good article. Okay, chat? Also, I need to change this song because it is driving me insane. It is a 13-minute track that has nothing in it. Tech at Scale, welcome to the stream. Very nice to see you again. It's been a while. Well, then you basically can't order from any of the food delivery services. They're all horrible at that. Yes, but they're the worst. Let's put it that way. They're the worst. I know it's a difficult thing, and I know it's a long discussion, but ultimately, that is the one that I will not support. Except for, anyway, yeah, my startup is a bit different. I'm definitely not in a position to hire people right now. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I was trying to give you an opening for a plug. Yeah, see, the problem with plugging, Yoast, is that we only operate in Switzerland, and no one here is from Switzerland. Even though I'm using the Twitch tag for Switzerland, so technically people from Switzerland should, you know. Tech at Scale, that's a lovely Splashly emote, by the way. It's very nice to see that you have a Splashly emote still available to you. It's been a while since we've seen Splashly. That's true. I hope she's doing well. You never have to apologize for not streaming if you're a streamer. And if you're a viewer, you never need to apologize for not showing up to people's streams. Because you are not in any way required to watch content. We as streamers, we provide content to you, and you never have to apologize for not consuming it. I was trying to give you an opening for a plug. I'm probably geographically closest to you. Ha! That's true, Steffi. However, Dr. Dynamite says that I can't see properly anymore. I seem to be having some vision trouble. Ah, yes, Tech at Scale, your wife. Of course. I completely forgot. I'm very sorry about that. I'm glad to hear that Splashly is doing great. Yoast has heard of Switzerland. That's amazing. What rubbish team member? You're rubbish, Dr. Dynamite. But I can't see where you are. Wait, where are you? Are you over here? Can I insult you up here? No. You're just like somewhere over there. There! I see you! You're there. How dare you? Anyhow, even though I can't see properly, we will still cover the last article of today, chat. Okay? It's a good one. You know, like we always talk about stuff like, oh, can AI even be used for good? Because there's so many negative things around AI. This is an example of when you can use AI or data in a good way. Okay, chat? Johns Hopkins, which is a pretty large hospital, they have a heart scanning AI that can predict cardiac arrest up to 10 years ahead of time. That's a heart attack, FYI, cardiac arrest. If this is true, the implications are huge, chat. Like absolutely massive, okay? For that rubbishness, there might need to be a talk in order, Dr. Dynamite. Ooh, mod of the internet. So here we go. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University. Oh, it's a university. I thought it was a hospital. My bad. They have developed an artificial intelligence approach they say can help predict if and when a person could die of cardiac arrest based on imaging scans of the heart. Very interesting. By analyzing patterns of scar tissue that develop in the cardiac muscle over time, due to heart disease, the researchers found that the AI algorithms could offer accurate predictions of a person's risk up to 10 years. 10 years, chat? Think now, okay? Think of to your current state of mind and age and health. 10 years from now, this AI could tell you with any time in the next 10 years you're gonna have cardiac arrest and die. That's really crazy. Ah, Johns Hopkins is both a university and a hospital. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. That's good to know. Okay, I'm happy about that. Scar tissue can affect how the heart's timekeeping electrical pulses travel. Oh! What? Where's the yawn? Why am I yawning? So weird. How the heart's timekeeping electrical pulses travel to the contracting ventricles, resulting in abnormal heart rhythms that can become dangerous if left untreated. Fascinating. Okay, so sudden cardiac death caused by arrhythmia, that's when the heart beats irregularly, is about 20% of all deaths worldwide. That's, wait a second. 20%? 1 in 5. 1 in 5 people. That means 2 people in chat. Wait, how many people are we in chat? 30 people in chat. What? That's 6 people in chat. 6 people here are statistically going to die of sudden cardiac death from arrhythmia. That's a lot. It's really a lot. That's way more than I thought. Wow. That's insane. That's insane. That AI could be interesting with wearables like watches and such. Yeah, like it could monitor the heart rhythm. That's crazy. And apparently they don't know much about arrhythmia. Well, thanks for depressing us on a Friday evening. I guess I'll put down this kebab and whiskey. No, Dino, this is good news. The AI can detect this up to 10 years in advance. So basically you do a contrast-enhanced MRI scan of the heart, combined with standard data points from the patient's medical history, like age, weight, race, and prescription drug use. Okay, so we all just have to go get contrast-enhanced MRI scans of the heart. Food's here, Yost. Enjoy your food. The images carry critical information that doctors haven't been able to access. The scarring can be distributed in different ways, and it says something about a patient's chance for survival. Oh, look at this accuracy, chat. With predictions delivering about 74% accuracy when put up against an independent set of testing data. What? 74% accurate. That's good. That's seriously good. And the AI needs access to all of your social media for 10 years, but that was in the terms of service. I don't know if it needs that. That's crazy. Grabs my bottle of water instead of going to the fridge for a Coke. Better choice, Steffi. Better choice. Other efforts to find helpful heart signals unviewable by the human eye have focused on spotting the signs of early heart disease in electrocardiogram data or ultrasound scans. Wait, what? Researchers at the Mayo Clinic previously demonstrated that learning AI algorithms could be trained to find signs of low ejection fraction. What is this? I don't even want to Google this. Poor heart performance based on a standard 12-lead EKG rating. I've had one of those. Ooh. Leading to 32% more diagnoses. Wow. So there's another study, human versus AI study by the University of Oxford. Technology was more effective at predicting which COVID-19 patients would suffer severe heart complications using data from ultrasound. So there's a lot of good stuff happening, chat. That's great. Having a full bottle of Coke will sure do that to you. Aren't you supposed to only just have a line? What are you on about, Dino? So good news, chat. This is really good news. This is very, very interesting news and really, really good news overall. So chat, who is ready for the surprise? Who is ready for the surprise? Is anyone even awake? That's the question.
Garbage.
Is anyone even awake? and willing. Uh-oh.
They're great.
C. Anhorn. C. Anhorn. 13 months on a 12-month streak. Thank you very much, C. Anhorn.
Fine. I'll say I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Like this. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Major hype.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
C. Anhorn.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good, that's the one.
I need to find an alternative link to the surprise. Here we go. I found it. Chat. I am asleep, sorry. C. Anhorn, thank you so much, by the way, for that. I really appreciate that. That's a huge amount of support. Chat, the surprise is very easy. It's very simple. Okay, chat? We've been talking about AI a lot. We've been talking about AI a lot. We talked about AI about games. We talked about AI doing heart disease stuff. The real question for me is an AI truly better than a human? And what better way to answer that question than to try and beat an AI at its own game? So chat, what are AIs really good at? Name one thing that AI is really good at, and maybe you will guess the thing that I am going to go up against an AI. And I'm gonna see if I can do better than an AI can. If statements, chess, go, chess, and breaking little children's fingers. Beat it at CSS on FCC. None of those things, for a start. It is not a new meme, by the way. Code completion. Arm wrestling. Yoast, what arm wrestling? What AI can arm wrestle better than a human? Oh yeah, that's true if it has a robot arm, but I'm just saying the AI part. Just the AI part. None of the other parts. Eating cookies. Interesting answers, chat. Fascinated by your answers, chat. It also shows me that you don't really pay attention. You don't really pay attention when we talk about stuff in the data cafe, because if you listened to me talking about AI, you would know what AI is particularly good at the moment, and has been for several years now. Blue screening my screen, yes, I'm also good at doing that. Maybe it's a virtual arm wrestle in VR. Okay. Have you ever picked up a For You server with one arm? The server may win. Sorry, I thought you said wrong answers only. No, I didn't say wrong answers only. Generating images. Now we're getting warmer, Steffi. So yes, AI is very good at generating images, but AI is also good at another thing with images. Conquering small, landlocked, mountainous European countries. I don't know any countries like that. I don't know any countries like that. Synthesizing data. Decrypting my binary message I put up earlier. Yeah, I totally couldn't decrypt that, by the way. Classifying objects. We're getting closer, J. Walter. Is it captcha related? It is not captcha related. Taking over the world. I will give you a hint, chat. AI was made popular by this type of technology by Facebook a very long time ago. Facebook debuted a function as part of Facebook that used AI and machine learning to do something that humans are capable of, but apparently AI can do better. That is correct, J. Walter. Confetti for you. Facial recognition. Or even better, I should do the real cheer. That's right, J. Walter, you guessed it. Facial recognition. Apparently, AI is better at facial recognition than humans are. The question is, chat, am I better? Am I better than an AI at recognizing human faces? Applying right joins to SQL. Ha! Great joke, Dr. Dynamite. As if an AI can use a right join. Please. Please. Which algorithm will you be using? I will explain this to you when we get started with the surprise. The question is everybody ready for this? I have no idea what the result is going to be. All I can tell you is it's going to be interesting. I don't tell jokes, I just spit truths. Ooh, Dino. Flames. Welcome in, Jens. Hey, Matty Two Shoes. For a data scientist, is a database table with 560 million records a bit over the top? Over the top for what? 560 million records? For what? Per day? Per day? Like what's the framing there, Jens? So chat, here's what's gonna happen. I am going to be taking a test called the UNSW face test. This is from the University of Sydney in Australia, where Karen comes from. I'm storing covariance matrices for stock markets over time. Okay. And you want to know if it's a bit over the top. For, what do you, like, for what? You know? Like, how over the top in terms of, like, storage cost, etc.? That's a very difficult question. So chat, what I'm curious about is two things. First of all, what's my score in this test? Am I better than an AI? And what I'm also curious about is how the test is set up. I have not looked at this test. Very honest with you, chat. I do not know if it's good. We're just gonna try it. Why am I doing this, chat? Two reasons. Reason number one, it's fun. That's reason number one. Reason number two, years ago, I did a small experiment which was similar from the University of Cambridge in the UK. Or Cambridge University, I think they're officially called. And I scored really well. And that's because I know that I'm pretty good at recognizing people's faces. I have no idea who they are. I don't know their names. But I literally can recognize people that I've seen before really well. And it happens to me all the time. I've been living in Zurich for a long time now, over 10 years. And it regularly happens to me that I see people and I go, damn, I know that person. I've seen them before. But for the life of me, I have no idea who they are. Fractal, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. I also really depends on the actual diversity of faces they traded on, with so many ways to design this test wrong too. Yes, so we may find that this test is very wrongly designed. However, it is from a very reputable university. So I'm counting on the fact that it will be pretty well designed. Okay? Are you a super recognizer? Take our challenging test to find out if you are one of a small proportion of people with exceptional abilities in identifying faces. Note, this test is not mobile compatible. You will need to complete it on a desktop or laptop computer. I am on a laptop, so we're good to go, chat. We have 30 minutes left on the counter for the next ad, which means we have all the time that we need. I think it is timed. I don't know. If it is timed, I won't be looking at chat. I will be focusing on the face test as much as possible. If you would also like to do the test chat, I will paste the link in chat for you afterwards. Or you know what? I'll do it now if you really want. No, but then you'll go away and do the test. No, you should watch me do the test first. The link will be on Patreon afterwards. How about that? Okay, easy. Just go to my Patreon and drop a follow. Okay. Bunny cam. Sure, Jens. What are they up to? Look at them chilling. Alright. Jens, we can put up the bunny cam for a bit. Why not? Okay, chat. This is like that one movie from the 80s with a kid who was really good at video games and aliens came to recruit him to fight in a war. Has one pooped on the wall? Why do you see... What? Do you see poop on the wall? Now I want to see The Last Starfighter again and see how it holds up. No, I don't think there's poop on the wall. Jerry is just black and white. Okay, so here we go, chat. Here we go. Am I better than an AI? Round 1. UNSW face test. Please select one of the language options. English. Participant information statement. Participation will take about 20 minutes. This will include completing 2 different face identification tasks that will require you to remember faces. I will not receive compensation. Ah, shame. Okay. The information you kept 10 years. Okay. I have read and understood. I agree. Start test. Here we go, chat. Am I better than an AI? Am I better than an AI? I am better than an AI. I am better than an AI. Let's hope the test also works. I don't know if it works. There was a bit of dust on the right spot of my screen. Oh. The first test is measuring if you stayed and scrolled on that last screen long enough to actually read it. This is taking quite a while to load. Doesn't seem very promising, chat.
Garbage.
Should I refresh?
Show me what you got.
Jim, you heard them. Said, show me what you got.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Oh boy.
I'd be inspecting right now to see if any console errors. There are no console errors. I'm looking at it. I will refresh though. Ah, launch experiment. Oh, what? Full screen mode. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I can't do this. It's in full screen. Keep it up, Maddie. You're not being impatient. It's bad design. It's probably just a test to see how patient you are. Don't worry, we will not judge you. But I don't want to... Can I... Here we go. Okay, it's not in full screen anymore. Okay. Please enter your age in numbers below. Why are they asking me to do this twice? Okay. Gender. Ethnic background.
Fine. I'll say I'm sorry.
No, be sincere. Like this.
I'm
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Memory learning. There are 3 parts. You will now begin part 1.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good, that's the one.
Okay. You'll be shown 20 faces, one after another. You must memorize these faces as you'll be tested on your memory in part 2. Faces will be shown automatically. You will not need to press any keys. Okay, let's go. Not mobile. Yeah, I know. Remember this person. Remember this person. Are these AI generated? AI, these could be AI generated faces. They look like they could be, actually. They're just off enough that they could be AI generated. Mugshots? No, I think they're AI generated faces. I think they are this person does not exist faces. I don't know, the camera lens reflection in the eyes. Interesting. I don't know how many it's been yet, but says 20 faces. You've got a face that could be AI generated. Remember this person. Remember this person. Quite a few Asian looking faces, I have to say. Although the distribution is pretty good. For each image presented, you will now decide whether the person was shown to you in the learning phase. Okay, here we go. This recognition test is very challenging because the appearance of faces you saw in part 1 may have changed in part 2 due to differences in age, lighting, pose, expression, head angle. Okay. If you studied the face in the previous phase, press Y. If not, then press N for no. Okay. Note when faces studied in the previous phase are presented a different photo of the studied face. In this case, you should respond to yes. Okay. Yes. No. Yes. Did you study this person? No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes, I think so. No. Yes, I think so. It's loading. Did I study this person? No. Don't recognize them. Recognize her? I do not recognize her. While this site is getting hammered, are all of you doing this test at the same time or what? I do remember her, yes. No, I don't remember her. I do not remember him either. Don't remember her either. Yes, remember him. No, don't remember him. I don't remember him. I was close though. I thought I did, but I didn't. I do not remember him either. Did I study this person? Yes, I do remember her. No, I don't remember him. I do not remember her either. She was shown in this test already once, but I didn't study her. He was shown in the first. I definitely remember him. I do not remember him. I don't remember him either. Oof. That's a really low quality photo. I can't be sure. I would say no. No, don't recognize. No, don't recognize him either. Yes, recognize him. No, don't recognize her. Yes, recognize him. I recognize her, but I think she might have been shown to me now and not earlier. I'm gonna say no. Yes, I recognize her. Yes. No. Yes. No, don't recognize her. Sorting instructions. Okay, chat. Here's the next part. This is intense. This is intense. In this block, you will be tested on your ability to find images that match a target face. Is that a new bullying technique? Not you've got a face for radio, but you've got a face that could be AI generated. It's like saying you're so this looking that you could be non-existent. Yeah, they are definitely going to compile stats on accuracy rates by race. Yes, I think so too. Okay, here we go, chat. On each trial, you'll be shown a target face. After the target face has been shown, you will then have to sort a pile of 4 images according to whether they match the target or not. Any number of the 4 images may match. In some cases, no images will match. Click and drag any images that matching the target on the right side of the screen. Drag any images that are a non-match onto the left side. Matches to the right, non-match to the left. Okay? Drag non-match to this side, drag matching to this side. Okay. Try to respond... Oh, practice trials. Try to respond as quickly and as accurate as you can. Target face? Yeah, this is an assassin recruitment tool. Maybe I'm going to be an expert assassin. Who knows? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the webcam. Are they eating? Are they drinking? What are they doing? Flopping around like bunnies do. But I can't stop watching them. They're too cute. Okay. All right, here we go. No more distractions, chat. I'm not even being shown anything. Okay. Target. Matching. Target. Oh, this is fast. There's 4 images there. Okay. I get it now. End of practice. Click to begin real. Real trials. Okay, here we go, chat. The real thing. Target. Okay. No. No. Yes. And yes. Done. Target. Okay. Yes. Yes. No. No. Target acquired. Yes, yes, no. No, shit. I think it's all him, actually. Okay, target acquired. Is 80% any good? I have no idea, J. Walter. Glasses. 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 No, not her. I don't think so. Target acquired. Yes, no, yes, yes. Target acquired, okay. Yes, 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 no. Target acquired. No, yes, no. Oh, it's hard. It's very hard. A lot of them are Asian too, I've just noticed. I think that's all him actually. Although those are very similar. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, Caucasian. There we go. No. Oh, the images are laggy. That's definitely not her. I'm really curious what my score is going to be. Am I better than an AI? I didn't see the target properly. It didn't load. Crap. Okay. This is a doozy. That's definitely the same person. Okay, I saw the target this time. That's her. That's also her. That's not her, but that is her. Okay, target acquired. Definitely not her. %60 of the world is Asian. Okay, statistically. What's with the... That's definitely not her. One of those is her. I'm guessing this one. Are they going to do some kind of profiling? Probably. That could be her. That could also be her. That could be her. No, nose is different. I think that's like that. I'm not sure about that one. Not confident. The speed of the site is also inhibitive. I'm just going to say that now. It's not great. That's not her. That's nose. Different nose. That could be her though. Okay, guy. Oh, that's before he had braces. That's not him. I think because it's on an Australian server. Could be. Should I put my VPN to Australia to make this faster? Okay, no. Maybe. Oh, it's tricky. These are definitely not the same person. I think this is her. It's misleading because of the quality of the photo, because of the way it's taken. Okay. Okay, that's him. That's him. That's him. Shorter nose, shorter nose. The nose is a really good indicator. Okay. Oh, Swole Dude. We've had him before. That's what's interesting. Pretty sure that nose is too wide. But that could be the same. Oh, I didn't see the target properly. Oh, it showed up on my other screen. That's okay. This guy? Yikes, that's tricky. Maybe this one. Results for your test will be on the next page. If you'd like to be contacted about your data, enter your email address below. Note that it's not compulsory. You know what? I'm gonna do it, chat. Maybe they found something interesting about me, you know? On the UNSW face memory test, you scored 24 out of 40. You scored 41 out of 80. Your overall score was 54%. Wow. I am terrible. A couple of academic machine learning studies I've done for friends have been dead slow too. One of my friends was responsible for setting up the whole website herself, which explained a lot since that wasn't something she really knew. I see. Wow, I scored terribly. So to come back to your question, Jay Walter, is 80% any good? Yes, you would be in the top 5%. Didn't you say you were good at that? Yeah, I did. I'm doubting everything, chat. Now I'm doubting everything. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Felt like I was guessing most of the time. Yeah, Jay Walter, you are guessing. You can't know for sure. Lucky 80%. Wow. It's pretty cool though. I don't know, maybe certain tests could also be skewed a certain way in theory. Well, chat, so we learned... Well, you did say you were better than AI, so what was the AI? 20%? No. So this is the problem. Facebook's face detection AI accuracy. Facebook's facial recognition software is... Where was it? Facebook, according to the company, is able to accurately identify a person 98% of the time. So no, I am not better than Facebook. How can they even be the same people if all versions of the faces were AI generated? Yeah, that's the thing, Yost. I don't think they are AI generated then. I don't think it's possible. The test I did last time at Cambridge University, I scored in the 96th percentile. I don't have any screenshots or anything. You'll just have to take my word for it. I scored in 96th percentile, and at the time they told me I was very, very good. And it was not using faces, it was using drawings. And maybe that's the reason why I did poorly on this test, because it's real faces? I don't know. Don't know what to tell you, chat. The end result, the net result is I am not as good at face detection as I thought, which is very sad. We need to get an AI to do that test to make it really scientific. That's true. That would be, yeah. Apparently I can join the UNSW Face Research Registry. Plot twist, they're all real people who didn't read the terms of service. They just took their webcam photos. No, they harvested photos off their machine using scrapers. The lag was real. Oh, Jay Walter, did you do the test the same time as me? That's how you introduced all the lag for me. That's why, because you were doing the test in the background. That's where all the lag came from you, Jay Walter. Ah, I see. You are the problem. I see. Okay. Okay. Well, listen, chat. It's been lovely, but I am suddenly very tired. Maybe that was just very strenuous for me. I don't know. That was really strenuous.
Garbage.
I didn't score very well. I didn't score very well at all. I thought I would score a lot better, but I scored in the bottom 50th percentile. Which means half of you would be better than me. That's very sad. So let's wrap up. Let's wrap up for today and say thank you to everyone. Thank you, Mike and Shoban and Taylor, for your ever so kind Patreon pledges. Thank you to my new subscribers, or resubscribers, I should say. Cianhorn. Right, join.
You got gifted. Nice. That's also fine. Yeah, this is fine for me. No problem. We still love you. That's great, because I still love all of you as well. Thank you also to the new followers. To... I can't read that. It's too light, chat. It's too light!
Too light. Sudlo, yeah. And Sedian98. And Rugmat, thanks for that bit. I appreciate it. We are going to go see Jordan. Jordan is a developer who is writing software called CockroachDB. You may have heard of it. And Jordan has created a sequel meme, which I'm very happy about. It is insane. It is insane. So let's go raid Jordan, and let's go with a raid message: left join or right join. Let's go with left join or right join, and let's see what Jordan says about this. I'm very curious. In the meantime, see all of you next week on Monday as planned, and I hope you all have a great weekend. And thank you for being here. Thanks for spending time here. I appreciate it. It's been lovely with all of you. I'm sadly not as good as an AI, but maybe next time. Bye.